Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. We are just taking a quick look at Verasity here today. Before we begin, please do like and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Hit those buttons down below now. And with that being said, we can take a look at the charts here. You can see in my last video that I did talk about putting in a little bit of a long position here. It's been a few days since I've made a little video, but you can see here that we have started to get a bit of a bounce off of this low of this descending wedge that you can see. We came down to around, what was this, a 1/4 of a cent. At the bottom of this descending wedge, you can see support all the way along here, where we have been getting bounces continuously. I did put in a little long position at this area, basically waiting for a bounce back up to the high, or at the very least coming up towards the current area where we are finding resistance, which was that previous swing high at around 4.5 of a cent. Although I have got my take profit set up at around halfway up the range at the 0.23 Fibonacci, at around 1/2 a cent overall, about a 1/10 of a cent gain, which would be a decent little bounce for Verasity. I do think it's quite possible that we see this, considering how overextended right now we are getting to the downside. Obviously the volume decreasing, we're seeing the bullish divergence is starting to come in, just like we did all the way back down when we were at 1/5 of a cent. We came down with that one last plunge to the downside and then the big reversal off the bottom. Right now in the macro, looking like basically got that breakout, and then we are just continuing to consolidate here in this descending wedge, waiting for that push to the upside, in my opinion, for a breakout and a continuation up towards that 618 Fibonacci. I do think that's quite likely. This is quite basically a clean break of structure, a breakout of the bear market resistance, and now consolidating, finding decent support back down in this area here. You could also argue a massive inverted head and shoulders, like some people are. Right now we are finding ourselves bouncing in and around that previous left shoulder area. So if this was a big inverted head and shoulders, obviously you'd have a very nice price target. For example, if this line here that I have designated, or even the 0.38 was basically the neckline, you're obviously looking at coming up at the very least up to the 618, maybe even up to the 0.78, going through the course of this year and the next, up to around 4 cents, which would be a really crazy little move for Verasity, basically around a 10x from the current price. That would obviously be very nice to see. I do think this is all going to happen and start to happen over the course of the next year or so as we head into the next bull market. But in terms of the current conditions today, you can see here, very simple, we came down, overextended to the downside, a little bit of a relief rally right now, stuck under that previous swing low, and we'll wait and see what happens next. I've just got a small position here, basically testing the waters in the market, but I do think we'll probably see, in my opinion, a little bit of a bounce up towards that 0.23 Fibonacci over the next few weeks. So that is my analysis for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please do like and subscribe, get involved in the content. Really helps out the channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.